Well, hello there, dear listeners. Welcome to the LBF podcast number 17 with me, Old Man Johnson. With us today we have Mr. Wartburg.
Hello.
A Senior Cam.
Heyo.
And Tommy Arigato, Mr. Roboto, Andy Roo.
Hello.
What the fuck?
Old Man Johnson.
I'm the host, Lucas the Third. Well, really, Wartburg is the host, but I pretend to be.
Yeah, Lucas likes to... He has an active imagination.
Yeah.
We'll just go with that.
And today's date is the 28th of September, 2014. Or if you're American, September 28th, 2014.
It's the same fucking day.
Yeah, it's the same day, but just...
But
Different
Luke says
time.
it wrong if Luke says it wrong if you're in
in
America.
the wrong order.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little distracted today. I'm watching the Vikings game. Teddy Bridgewater's first start as a Viking. So, this one might be a little shorter. Because I kind of want to speed through this so I can go watch the game.
Well, not as important as
Well...
We'll
Hey,
see
I've
how
been a
we
Viking
rank.
fan my entire life, and I've only been making a podcast for like a year, so...
So, suck at podcast listeners.
Pretty much. Okay.
Well,
so,
the energy is high in the air. I'm going to start drinking already.
Yeah,
You've already driven Lucas to alcohol. Good job.
yeah. So how bad were you getting drunk last night? Because I know I gave you permission to drink the vodka, but...
Cam is just shaking his head. That's just a clear sign of...
Well, hey, Cam, you don't have to edit this one, so...
Mm-hmm. I know how he was last night.
Drunken antics.
What? How was I last night then, Cam? How would you... And why is that worthy of a head shake?
It just
You're
happened
always
too
worthy
fast.
of a head
It
shake.
happened too fast.
Yeah.
You decided to down the vodka.
You downed wow.
Do you not like your liver? Because it sure as hell does not
Oh,
like you.
look what he's
You're doing
Luke,
it again.
Luke,
This
please,
isn't
Luke.
Oh,
Luke.
Jesus Christ.
Good lord.
This is the live liver failure podcast, apparently.
Pretty much.
The plan is to die crying.
Alright, okay.
God.
Cool. Do you need some light insults to get you going?
I think that might have to be the title for this one.
Yep.
Yeah,
is the one
I
where
think
we
that's
cry.
right.
Crying.
Plan is to die crying. I'm right, that's going in the notebook.
That was tragic.
How long do you think it's going to take Andy to go to one day and say, make that a shirt?
I'm going to message Fondy right now and told me that I'll make a note of that.
We'll see if he can get it done before
Yeah,
the
speaking of
podcast is
shirts,
over.
Wandy's got some pretty cool fucking designs.
Yeah.
On his...
I like Shit
Right.
Till Penthouse.
I'm the creator of Shit Till
Yeah.
Penthouse. I'm strangely proud of that.
Yeah.
There's also a story behind that.
Oh, yeah. This is the story behind Cam going
Oh,
mad at
that's-
8:30 every night.
Yeah,
wait.
for some reason
wait.
in the past week, at about 8:30 in the evening, I've seemed to lost my mind for about half an hour. I don't know what happens. I just lose my mind and just
Would you-
say whatever comes to mind, and that's how that shirt was
leads
born.
to some very interesting
Would
conversations.
you like to tell the story of Shit Till Penthouse so people have an actual reason to buy the shirt? Otherwise, people are just going to be looking at it like, what the fuck is this?
Well, it's the most stupid story ever, but I can tell that. So
Please, do so.
Please.
I don't know. I don't even know how it started. I
We were
think I
talking
said-
about hotels in Cardiff.
No. It was now something happened, and for some reason I said shit the bed.
Yeah, that
And
was it, yeah.
from that,
What?
I don't know. From that, it suddenly became, if you're in a hotel and you shit the bed, you can blame it on someone else, and then they'll upgrade your room. Like, you complain to the management, and they'll upgrade your room. So you just continuously do that until you get into the penthouse suite, and then
Yeah.
you stop shitting the bed because you're at the top of the hotel. You can't get any higher.
I think they might catch on to that.
Flawless.
Possibly.
That is flawless logic, how dare you.
To my mind, at like 8:30 at night, that was like perfect logic.
Yeah,
I
was
was
it-
gonna try that the next time I went to Cardiff.
Sounds like something you'd do.
Wow, do you think that's highly?
Oh,
No, I'm just giving everybody shit today.
Wow,
Oh.
literally. But yeah, I don't know why. I've yet to buy that shirt, but I probably will.
I don't think is that on a shirt yet?
That certainly is a shirt.
Is it? Oh, okay.
It's like a big poo with an arrow pointing.
Oh,
up,
yeah,
and
yeah,
there's
it
a
is.
hotel
Yeah, it
next
is.
to it. It's real cool.
Yeah, we're all gonna have that for RTX next year.
Shit
Or
till
shit till
pen house.
I don't know,
Penthouse.
personally mine's going to be how do you drink water, because that was my stupid saying. So,
That, and we
Yeah.
all need to
Yeah,
have.
okay, yeah. How about we
LBF
explain that
logo.
as well? Hello, everyone. Welcome to LBF Story Time, where I explain why Andy is the most stupid being on the planet. Now,
Get your popcorn ready.
Oh, wait, I thought that was a Gavin question because I know
No,
he
that
brought
was-
it
I
up
think
on
it
the
was-
podcast.
no, it wasn't. What happened was I was
okay.
talking about Ant-Man and explaining Ultron, where that Ant-Man made a tiny prison,
Oh,
and then
tiny
Andy,
prison.
Andy, for some strange, unknown cosmic reason, couldn't grasp his head around why Ant-Man couldn't have made a tiny prison to put villains in.
I didn't complain. I was talking about the
No,
logistics.
no,
but
yes, you did. You were complaining, how could you have made such a tiny prison for him to put tiny people in? So I then went on to try to explain it, and then Andy asked the amazing question, yeah, but how did he shrink the water?
Yeah.
How did he shrink the water?
Do you want to know what the worst part of that was? For just like 5-10 seconds, everybody just carried on
Yeah, there
normally
was-
and completely ignored that question. And then somebody sat there and thought, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
What did you just ask? Did you seriously just ask how you shrink water?
It was me, because
Yeah,
I was
Luke
stunned
just
for
immediately
10
called me out on my own
seconds.
stupidity.
We just all carried on and then suddenly it was like, wait a minute. Hang on just a second.
I will not let you get away with such gross stupidity.
How do you shrink water?
Yeah.
I mean, you're asking the important questions.
I mean, yeah.
It's a great, it's a good job you did history.
How do you shrink water?
No
How
one
do you
has
get
ever
free
asked that
penthouse?
Yeah. We're asking the important questions here.
We
This could be
handled the
linked to
hardest
informal.
hitting issues here.
Yeah.
That's gonna sound lovely on the audio, just a big slap.
Yeah, there's just going to be a huge bar on Luke's Audacity.
I keep
Probably.
forgetting we're doing a podcast.
Well, that's what happens
Maybe
when
you
you
shouldn't
down
have
a quarter
chugged some
of a
vodka.
bottle of vodka before we start.
Before we started, I did it
just
well.
in
You did it-
case
you
you
did it
haven't
after
caught
we
on
started.
yet.
I also went drinking today, funnily enough. I went on a
Yay.
bike ride with my friend, and we did
Oh,
about
was it a good
10
time to drink?
miles. We did about 10 miles, and we were sort of going back in the general direction of both our houses. And he just suddenly came up with the bright idea that he had some beer left from like a couple of weeks ago. So he invited me around for free beer. So I was like, sure, I ain't gonna turn down free beer. So I went round to his and I had to cycle home drunk, which was a strange experience.
Yeah, I imagine cycling drunk would be quite a strange experience.
What
I
I
know-
imagined, what?
I never cycled into some kids. I just didn't see them. It's really dark, like it was pitch black as well, so it wasn't entirely my fault. I nearly ploughed right into them kids.
It wasn't my fault. I was drunk.
Cam, I'm not going to say that at
What,
all.
what,
That
I,
sounds terrible.
what I imagined when you said that, Cam, that you had some beers lying around, like they were just lying in the front garden, just like in the sun, with all these flies. Like they've been there for a few weeks.
Yeah. But,
Can
I
you
mean,
get arrested
don't want to waste
for
a beer.
being drunk on a bike?
No.
I bet someone has.
It's,
Like, is
Well,
it-
yeah,
no,
if you're in public, you can get public intoxication.
Is it drunk driving?
I mean, you're driving a bike, technically.
well,
No,
it's,
that's
no,
a
it's
motor
not a motor
vehicle.
vehicle.
Is drunk cycling a thing?
You know,
Can
you
be
just
arrested
get your
for that?
Jinx,
what's your
jinx,
guys' penalty for like being too drunk in public? Where like
In
Cops can
Leeds,
pull you over.
nothing.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
in Newcastle nothing, but that's probably not a very
We
good example.
have public indecency, which means
Yeah.
if you flash.
like if
and
you
stuff.
were like pissing all over the street and being drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But he's
Yeah,
he's
I
just
mean-
riding a bike.
Whereas like here in America, we can get public intoxication, or if you're just openly drunk, you get a ticket, or you can get a ticket.
I mean,
Is that but that's
Yeah.
set to the time of day though, right?
No, it's any time.
So you could just walk out of a
Cops
bar
could-
and there's
cops
just
could be
police
quick, but,
waiting.
like,
So you just stand
I've
outside a
seen
bar and just
people
wait for people.
Get public intox walking from the bar, which is 1 block away from college campus, back to campus, and they weren't even that drunk. They just got the ticket
That's
because the
just-
cops saw them come out of a bar.
That's just an
ridiculous.
arse. That's an arsehole move.
But then again,
So-
like a lot of people, I mean, a lot of college kids in America take it way too far to the point where
Oh,
that has to be a law. Otherwise,
No, I mean,
if
yeah.
there's no public
Oh, but-
intoxication, people are gonna just fuck up the town.
But sorry, my head's starting to hurt now. Most definitely, but I mean, like, so what then? Are you just meant to wait into the bar until you get sober?
No,
Wait into the bar. Wait
Yeah,
at
like
the
a
bar.
they're
Awesome.
mostly trying to like they want to discourage people to like get a taxi for the ride home or have a DD. You know,
Or be
be smart
responsible.
about your drinking, basically.
Never.
Where's the fun in that, though?
I always walk home. I walk a mile.
Yeah,
drunk.
I mean, yeah, a lot of cops are not gonna be like, you're walking, you're not falling over the place, you're not throwing up. Fine, doesn't
I guess
matter.
if
They
you're
won't
not
talk. They
causing
won't stop
trouble.
you. Some will be dicks and do it. Some won't. It's a judgment call for a lot of the police, and
Maybe
it
it depends on
just,
whether they had a
it
bad day
varies
or
town
not.
to town, city to city.
Oh, if that was a thing in Leeds, I would have been arrested multiple times.
Oh yeah, same.
I'd be in prison.
Just because you just come out of a bar and you don't think about getting arrested for public
Yeah,
intoxication.
for just
Yes,
having
Luke,
a few
we heard
drinks.
that. You did not do that slyly. We heard every single
You
thing.
saw him do that, then immediately freeze to see if anyone noticed. Luke, please.
You're supposed to pour your beverage before the podcast. You should
Yeah,
just
don't
have
be like
glasses. You should just have glasses of Coke
I can
on,
silence
on
his
your
audio in
windowsill.
this portion.
You're the least subtle person on the planet.
When did this suddenly just turn into an insult fest towards me?
Get over it.
When was it not?
You know, guys, this
2
is
minutes
why
ago.
I drink.
Is it the okay?
Jesus
oh, dear.
Christ!
Why did you just open the Coke and then just drink the vodka straight from the bottle? What was the point of opening the Coke?
You did
My
not
plan
think
was
that
to pour
through at all.
this into a glass and then pour some Coke in with it.
Just pour that bottle into the bottle of
Good
Coke.
Lord, how much have you drank already?
That much.
Oh,
Right,
it's
did
not
you
that bad.
did you finish a bottle last night?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Luke, you have a problem.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny for us, but yeah, you have a problem.
Yeah.
It's
It'll be
slowly
funny for a
turning
bit
into
until
an
you just
AA
roll up
meeting.
everywhere drunk, then it'll start to become an issue.
Yeah, well, maybe you guys should just...
Yeah, Lucas won't be able to get on the
Stick
plane
it.
to RTX because he's just going to be too drunk.
Are you working tomorrow?
No, I'm working Tuesday.
Oh,
No,
God,
fair
you'll
enough.
probably still be drunk by Tuesday. The rate you go.
Just drink all that vodka right now,
Oh,
so
I've
you
got-
don't
I've got-
drink it on
I've got-
Monday night.
I've got a story for the podcast as well. So I was doing my job on Saturday.
Oh, I think
Just sorting out games, putting them in cases, selling them to people and stuff, all that jazz. And then I accidentally sold an empty case to a man. He left. He went home. He unsealed it. Saw there was no disc. Came back. And he was actually alright about it. I thought he was going to be screaming his head off or incredibly angry, but no, he was actually very... Everyone makes mistakes. It's okay.
So he was patronising about
yeah,
it.
that's that. I'd
Yeah,
be more,
well,
I'd
yeah,
be more annoyed
well-
at that than if he shouted at me.
Well, I think it was okay for him to be patronising about it, seeing as I didn't even put a booklet in or anything. I just gave him
rather
an
be
empty
angry.
case.
Being a
What game
patron-
was it though?
Rise.
So it's like a new game then. Wait,
Yeah,
hang
it was-
on. Why do you have an empty case of rat? Like,
Used game
Yeah,
shops
yeah,
don't
you
put
keep-
the
Was it a-
discs in the
was it a
No,
games.
used
game
one?
doesn't put
On,
games in the cases.
what,
You gotta
what,
get them
what,
from the
ga-
back,
what,
don't you?
what
no,
game
but I
does?
didn't know
We
if it
have
was a new one. If it was a
What-
new game, then you don't go. You
Well,
take
yeah,
the
then it'd be
disc
sealed
out
by the
there.
factory.
what game does is that we have all the cases on the shop floor and they're all empty. And if it's a pre-owned, he comes up. Well, in any case, he comes up to the till and he's like, "I want this game."
Unless
if
it's
it's a
stealing
new-
it. Sorry.
Well, but yeah, then he wouldn't come at the till.
No,
Yeah.
but see, it's an empty case. So what we then do is that we go out the back, get his game,
Mhm.
and then go to
Yeah.
the front. And if it's pre-owned, then we go get the disc and we get the booklet and we put that in the case and then sell
Mhm.
that to him. But I forgot.
You missed that step.
You forgot the key step.
Yeah,
of
that was
selling
that,
a
that
game.
was,
So that
You've
guy's
got
never
the
bought a
step.
pre-owned game before then.
That's
No, even new games in game, they have the empty cases on the shelf.
that's the first step. Like that's the.
So he's never bought a game there. Then if he doesn't know that, you don't just pick the game up and go straight to the till and then
Apparently-
walk out.
No, I
apparently
think-
not.
I think he kind of he looked away
Bad
for a bit.
consumer. You
Yeah.
stupid.
It's his own fault. He should have assumed you were doing it right.
Yeah. Fucking moron.
What an asshole.
I hope this guy's not watching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guy.
but-
Did you
me
tell
up,
him about
yeah.
the podcast?
I'm gonna get fired from my job pretty quickly.
Uh,
I
I
actually
don't
just
wanna
got
be
a new
fired.
job.
Oh yes, Wartburg is now employed.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I'll be working at Best Buy
oh yes.
because I owe like $700 a month in medical bills, so I kind of need a job.
Yeah.
And that's on top of insurance and everything else.
Panic mode enabled. That's where I would be.
Yeah, so I'll be working full time. I get $9 an hour to start, which is like going to be about $1,300 a month. But I also get $13.50 for overtime, and since it's holiday season, I'm probably
You're gonna be getting
guaranteed
overtime.
quite a few overtime hours until Christmas. So I should be able to get some money, save up, and hopefully, as I start the next Sunday, if I'm working full time right from then, I should be able to save up enough by November 11th or whenever. What's that Tuesday that it comes out? Master Chief.
Okay.
Yeah, November 11th, Tuesday. Master
Okay, so
Chief Collection.
I figured out what my question is,
Oh, well done.
and it was.
Do you want to go right into topics? We're like 15 minutes in.
Oh no, I just wanted to ask this question. I was speaking to Wandy and Anne earlier, and they were surprised by the fact that I don't get weekend pay, as in I don't get additional money for working on the weekend. Is that weird? Because I didn't
No,
think
Are those
it's like,
normal
it's like-
business hours?
Isn't it that holiday pay you get? It's like normal business hours than holiday pay, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, if it's normal business hours.
Yeah, I
think-
said I work on. I sometimes work on Sunday, and they said you get paid more for working on the Sunday. I'm like,
Actually, my mum gets paid more to work on it, and she works on a Sunday.
It's business to business. It can be different.
Yeah, I think it probably just depends on how the business works.
I'd get paid
But
extra
I
if I worked weekends.
but the thing is, it's a law over there in Europe that you have to get paid more if you work on it. In Europe,
Just say you're in Europe, right?
I mean, the rep in the
Where
rest
do you
of
live,
Europe,
Luke?
In
Did
the
you
Europe-
move?
in the European Union.
What?
Did
Lucas
Wales
is in
get
America?
independence?
What the fuck?
In the European Union, apparently it's like the law that they have to get paid more if they work on a weekend.
I'd say it's just by. I wouldn't say it's Europe.
It's not a
Union?
European Union.
I think
they're
it's
not
like
they're not a
country
federal, they're
by
not a
country.
government.
Country by country and business by business. Like I'd
Yeah.
get paid more.
But fine, in the rest of Europe, that's a thing.
Hmm.
Which
Yeah,
I think.
but it's not what you are. So fuck them.
I think it's silly. I was like, well, in my head, it's like it's a job. Why would I get paid more for working on the
Yeah.
weekend?
It's different for you, that like certainly for me, because I work 40 hours a week already.
Ooh.
So if I got paid extra, if I worked on a weekend,
Yeah, that would be overtime or something, wouldn't it?
then
If you worked on the weekend.
I'd get double pay.
But I think the main difference there is though is you work in an office where I work in retail
Oh yeah, that is the difference.
because I don't do office hours. I just do
Mm-hmm.
whatever hours they give me. So
And I'll be working retail too. I'll be selling
Yay.
computers and TVs.
I will
Probably
I'll-
video games and everything else.
I will be selling people video games and stumbly being awkward trying to make conversation like, hello, I'm Lucas.
No, you won't be selling video games. You'll be selling empty cases.
Yeah.
You should
You know,
not have told me
when I
that.
went in for the interview, I met with the manager of this. This is my second interview. At Best Buy, they do a 2-tiered interview. Meet
Really?
with the assistant manager to kind of get the like the basic stuff, like about you, previous job experience, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then if he thinks you're a good fit, he sends you on to the second level, and then they do all the paperwork and everything, just to like double check what he went through to make sure you're actually going to be good at the job. And after meeting with the manager, in that interview there was like a supervisor, like a floor supervisor, who will apparently be like my first boss. Like she's going to be the floor supervisor when I'm working. And he was asking me questions about like the refresh rate on TVs and stuff and like different types of computer parts. And she was like, well, I didn't realize how little I knew about those things. It would be nice to have someone who's not stupid. Yes. Right then I was like, I got the job.
Say, I'm in. So
I already knew I had the job because I love tech and I'm not a high school kid and I'm not in college, so like there's no time commitment for school or anything. I have a degree, which means I'm not dumb. I know how to learn how to do my job. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had my degree. And plus, I'm a teacher and a coach, so like working with people is not a problem. So
People.
hopefully, if I can get out of debt,
What a bunch
And
of
then-
bastards.
make some money, get some online classes, and get back to teaching, would be nice.
My manager says he doesn't understand me because apparently
Your
she
English
says,
isn't that bad.
wait, what?
Nothing.
Welsh for her.
No, what she said was she said, so you're okay with being on a stage and speaking to a bunch of people and acting, but when it's just you and a customer at the till, apparently you're just like this awkward little man not making eye contact and going, would you like Would you like to put deposit in your game today? Would you like this case? Would you do you have a loyalty card of us? No, okay. I'll just total this up now. Alright. So you're gaming? I'm just gonna see them and get your game for you.
Oh no.
That's never not going to be a
And
thing
then that
now.
guy never comes back to the store again.
Yeah, then they just feel. I'm thinking maybe drinking before work, so I'm this charismatic. speaking to people.
That is
I mean,
absolutely
that
the
would be a
worst
really
idea.
Yeah, I mean,
stupid
if you
fucking
do
idea.
that, that's
That's the worst idea I've ever
Then
heard.
you'll be coming into
What?
LBF and be like, I lost my job. Which will be
But no,
funny.
that would
somewhat.
happen though.
My whole life is just made to make people laugh. So as long as
Do-
I'm getting that result, I'm happy.
It's
Do not
something.
drink before work.
Also, do not drink during work.
Because I know you said it as a joke, but a little bit of me inside thought maybe you will actually do it before work.
That we have to
Yeah.
derail Luke from these thoughts.
Not that bad.
We can't take that
It's
chance,
not
Luke.
the
We can't
best.
take that chance.
Okay, time to get to topics.
Damn it, Luke.
Okay, while Lucas drinks more vodka, time to get to topics.
Yeah. Should
Feels
Okay.
like my face is on fire.
Should Luke ask his question first while he's still coherent?
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably best.
Okay, question.
Oh, God. I thought
Answer?
you said you thought of it.
Luke, please.
I did. I asked it.
It was
for
in
the
his
retail
short-term
thing.
memory, and he chugged so much vodka.
It was the retail thing.
Well, what retail?
That was my question.
What
When
retail thing? You didn't
when I
ask
asked-
a
That's-
question.
that's
you told
not
a story.
That's not a thing
Oh.
we can all answer.
when
differently.
I asked, did you think it was weird that people should get paid more for working on the weekend?
Oh,
Oh,
that
wait,
was
that
it?
was your. Oh,
That was your question?
Yeah, I said that was my question beforehand.
I thought you said that was
this
a
is-
question.
I said I've got a question.
Yeah, not the
and then
question.
and then you, just fuck
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah,
Lucas is done. We'll go with my
Alright,
question
good,
then.
good job.
I'll think of another one while you guys are speaking.
No, Lucas is just so drunk we didn't even know he was.
He didn't even. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, my topic. If you have been paying attention, like I made a journal about this. The Apple iPhone has been bending, and they've seemed to narrow down why it's doing it because like there's two plates on the inside of the phone right below the volume buttons on either side, and they're supposed to like support the phone, but they're too short,
Mm-hmm.
so they can't handle the structural integrity of the phone with pressure placed right there. So when you sit, because of the curve of your ass, it bends. And some people are noting that it also bends in the front pocket too, because it's just a poor design. Apple's come out and said they've only had 9 people report it, which seems like a load of shit.
9.
Like,
That
yeah,
sounds
9 out of
very
10 million.
untrue.
They're like, that is fucking bullshit.
Someone at Apple can't count.
Yeah, and Jobs is probably rolling in his grave over how shittily they made it. Like, oh my god, it's so bad.
Every Apple
It's
employee is now cursed.
2012's best thing, but we're in 2014, and it bends. Not good. But anyway, my question is, it seems to be like a lot of the pressure comes from when you're sitting on it, and of course Apple doesn't test for that because sitting on your phone, which is multiple hundreds of dollars, would seem like a dumb idea. So do any of you guys sit on your phones?
No.
No.
My phone is never in my back pocket. It's always either in my front pocket or in my
Mhm.
hand or in my bag because it's broken.
Yeah,
I've got-
I'd be too paranoid to put my phone in my back pocket. I always have to know everything is in my side pocket because I'm weird and
Because
paranoid.
you're weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never put my. The thing is, certainly with my phone currently, I treat it like a baby. Like, I make sure that I don't put this anywhere that it's going to get damaged. Like, it doesn't. If it goes in my pocket, there is nothing else in that pocket. Maybe like my credit card and stuff. But, like, I don't put it in the same pocket as my keys or anything.
On my
So-
phone. Yeah.
I don't want to smash it. I've smashed phones, like, I've dropped a phone down the toilet,
Done that.
and I sat down in my car once and closed my door, and as I did that, my phone fell out of my pocket and got wedged between the door and the car. So
That's just really shitty timing.
so that smashed that phone.
That is simultaneously the best and worst timing.
I wonder if did the place who was like going to replace your phone buy that story?
No, I just didn't tell that story. Nobody knows that, so I don't want to be that guy. I just got a new phone.
Now, let me tell you the story of how I broke my phone.
Chugs vodka.
Cue large drink.
I worry about you.
Yeah, let's just turn this topic into worst phone stories.
Oh, okay. Well, I was lying in bed, and it was a Sunday, and I was naked, I'm buff, I'm big, I'm huge, like, oh, muscles. Just painting the picture for you lovely viewers out there. And I left my phone in the covers, and because, you know, when you're in bed, you just kind of pull up your blanket to you, and you, like, there's loads of folds, so I put my phone in one of the blanket folds, and then somebody knocked at the door.
Yeah, what are nightstands for?
Have you seen my room?
Put it under your pillow.
I don't even have a chair.
Put it on the
up there.
floor.
Put it anywhere.
That's where it ended up, because somebody knocked on the bloody door, so I sprang out of bed, and then as I'm like getting out of it, I see my phone go sailing through the air, and because I live in this bloody kitchen, it hits the floor on the stone floor to smash. Like, fuck.
Jesus.
Good stuff.
I must admit I do stuff like that. Like, because I often fall asleep texting. Like, I just pass out in the middle of, like, writing a text to someone. So then I wake up at, like, 3 a.m.
Sounds like a problem.
I wake up at 3 a.m, like, where's my phone? My phone is somewhere in this bed. And I always worry that I'm gonna, like, roll over onto it, or, like, put my elbow on the screen, or... I always worry that I'm going to wake up and it's just going to be shattered, the screen.
You're going to be sharing the bed with a bunch of shattered phone pieces.
So I try and put my phone under my pillow before I sleep.
So I took my phone then to a place called Timpson's to get it repaired.
Doesn't Timpson's repair keys?
They do a lot of things.
Maybe that's why they didn't fix your phone.
Other phone repair shops are available.
Yeah, don't go to Timpson's.
They do a lot
keys.
of things. Do you know how Timpson's fix your clothes for you, man?
How could they fix... Okay,
How can they... Do you rather say how can they fix your clothes?
I stopped myself, shut up.
Make it a shirt.
Just buy new clothes.
That is what I do.
What,
Yeah.
So if you get a cut in one of your shirts, you're just like, I'll just buy it. I wish I had your money,
that's absolutely
Andy.
what
I
I'll
wish
do.
I had all of your money. I got a stain on my shirt. Guess I better buy 10
Not
new
with
ones.
a stain washes off.
Stains wash off, you put it in the wash. I mean, come on, Lee. I'm not an idiot.
Cuts can be sewn up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Only a real man knows how to work a thread.
just to fit in the threads count.
Okay. Do you want to carry on with your story?
Oh yeah, but I took it there and I was like, yo, my inside screen's broken. Like the outside one wasn't scratched at all, but it smacked on the ground, so the inside one broke, so my touchscreen just went completely haywire. So they're like, yeah, sure, we'll fix it. So they take it apart, put a new screen in, give it back to me. Then my battery stopped working. Like it's slow. It's like I keep trying
That's
to
what you
charge
get
it.
when you send your phone to key people to fix it.
You know
Sounds
what?
like you should have just got a new phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Andy? How dare you? They do a lot of good work there, and it's not just keys. And you're just.
I mean, they don't fix
Incredibly.
phones either.
Yeah,
apparently.
absolutely, yeah.
They do
Not
fix phones, except what happened
Just not yours.
was when it hit the my battery wasn't doing anything. Like it was just not charging at all, slowly going down. Me panicking. I'm like, no, my pawn. So then I took it back. I took it back to the shop and I was like, yeah, my battery's going down and it's not charging and it's dead now. So what can you do? And it's like, we'll try putting a new port in. They put a new port in that costs like 20 quid. Oh, and at this point I spent up to 50, so the other one's 30. So I go away again, still not charging, bring it back, and I'm like, this is still not working. And I was like, alright, we'll put a new battery in for you. So they put a new battery in. Nope. Nope. Still nothing. So they gave me a discount this time, so that wasn't so bad.
It's something, I guess.
So they send it off. They send it off to the factory, and it comes back. It turns out when they opened my phone, I also had damaged the cable connecting the battery to the charger port. So when they open it, that's it done then, because it was shaken loose. When they open it, it's not sealed as tightly as it was when it was first put together,
Mm-hmm.
and they haven't got the parts to repair that. So they just gave my phone back to me and gave me a full refund then. I wasn't even expecting them to do a refund on the screen though, but they said, well, what's the point of you paying to have your screen fixed if your phone's broken? And I was like, enough.
At least they were nice
Fair
about it. So, like, fair enough, just have your money
Wait,
back.
so did they leave like the brand new screen and the brand new charger port and everything in there?
Yeah, because it's just a broken phone now at this point. It's just
They've lost
No.
money then. Technically,
Yeah.
they've lost money.
yeah. Well, the company has, not the individual shop, because they send
no,
off
no.
Yeah.
the parts. So I guess he was kind of like,
I mean, it
Nothing
won't
else
be
you
a
can
lot to them because of how big they are, but
yeah. So now I'm gonna have to wait for I think the end of October is where I can trade in my phone for an upgrade.
Awesome.
I'm still without a phone.
quite the upgrade as well from a completely smashed and broken phone
Yeah,
to a
that's
fully
a-
working
that's a
one.
Kick you in the
massive upgrade.
face. Leave them.
They're just going to be like, well, you're due for an upgrade. You certainly need one.
Yeah.
So, anybody else got a worse story?
So I don't have a worse story. I've got a weird story about phones.
Okay.
So, me and my brother both got contracts with the same stuff with the same phone. It's like, and
Oh dear.
that's can that be my bad phone story?
Yay, internal microphones.
I
Yeah,
dropped
that
it.
was
I
awesome.
dropped
Yeah,
it in the
we dropped
middle
it.
of a podcast.
Yeah,
I was
so
talking
I
about
dropped
how my
so I
phone
dropped
is
my
broken.
phone in the middle
It
of
broke
the
the
podcast.
phone and the laptop.
Yeah,
That was so loud.
that was ridiculous. So my bad. Okay, so anyway, we both got the same phone, which I'm not going to show you in case I drop it again because I'm an idiot apparently. And my phone works fine, but but his gets no 3G and no internet anywhere, despite the fact that mine does. We could stand in like the same room and he'd have no coverage, and I would have full coverage.
Does he have a
Some
SIM
place-
card in his?
It's the same
Some-
phone. It's literally the same phone. They've all
But
got
does
the
he
same
have
thing.
a SIM card though?
Well, he's got whatever mine has. So yes, I imagine so.
Because if there's no
Same.
SIM card in it, then he won't get
Yeah.
coverage.
Some areas in Wales don't have 3G.
Yeah, I know, but we can stand in the same room, and I will have 3G and Wi-Fi connection, and he won't.
Has he not been
Some-
paying his bills?
Some of my Welsh friends go
No,
to
he
England and then they're like, Luke, it's amazing. They have 3G everywhere.
It's like the future
3G?
where we can walk around and drop our phones on things
Oh.
because we're dumb.
It's just because I'm on 4G now, so I don't...
Yeah,
I
it's
don't-
like they go up there and they're like, oh my god, everywhere you go in England there's 3G, and I'm like, that's
It's
just
a
not
land
good.
of wonders. But yeah, that was my story. Other than me dropping my phone.
Has he
and
not
being
thought
bored.
about getting that looked at?
He's incredibly lazy and doesn't like talking to people, so he's just going to wait until he can upgrade his phone. Which is,
How long does he have to wait?
that is next July.
And he's going to go that long without a phone?
Yeah,
That's the
pretty
stuff.
much. He's just going to muddle through.
That is the same reason I haven't spoken to the Rooster Teeth tech people. I just don't want to bother them. I'm too lazy to.
Wait, what are you
Is that-
talking to them about?
Why do you need to touch the
Just
wrist?
make a support ticket.
Yeah.
Well, I've got this problem where whenever I hop onto a thread after I post something, I have to refresh the page,
Oh,
so
yeah,
then
I
I
have to
can
do
post again.
A lot of people
And-
have that.
It's really annoying.
There's a common
because-
pill for that type of disorder.
Lovely. It's really annoying because when I try to speak in the Let's Be Friends thread, it's like if I refresh, they've talked so much that they've broken it again.
That thread on the whole is just broken there.
Yeah,
Almost number 2 on the whole site. What up?
Yes.
But
Let me
number
double
one
check it. As
broken
of right
thread on the
now, what
site.
are we at? Top forum topics.
When is
We
the...
are 6,500 and something away from taking over the number 2.
Which
And then
is,
after that, it's a simple 9,000.
which is the number 2 one.
Number 2 is Comic Book Movies 4, so it's the 4th iteration of the comic book movie thread.
Oh, wow.
So technically that's like the biggest of all time on the
That's-
Rooster Teeth forums. But then above that is the middle ground, but nobody's posted in that for like 7 months.
What is the middle ground?
Yeah, I've never
It's
heard
basically
of
a place where it was kind of like what we tried turning level 20 into, like me and Zelda and Fly and everybody. But then people were fucking retarded and refused to follow the rules of just general English. You
Oh,
know,
so-
people using text speech and stupid shit, pissing us
Well,
off, and they didn't
we'll call it
like that
text
we like
speech.
English. We're assholes
kinda
for liking
irritating.
English. So we're like, fuck it, we're gonna go make our own thread, and it's the Oxford Comic Cafe.
So I can't say TE for the.
It's also like,
No.
we had a guy who would post, he's a sponsor, but he'd post 7 posts in a row. Which is like, dude, just go back and edit your original post. You know, no need to say hi to like, and then like fucking random bullshit that has nothing to do with what anybody's talking about. You know, that's what LBF is, more or less.
Yeah, but
It's a lot of randomness.
Yeah, but you can't get rid of stuff like that. It's important to have stuff like that. It's
No,
all
Yeah,
about
I mean,
what we
you've
would
gotta have a
say
bit of
is
randomness in.
no, guys. Individual threads are different. You can have different expectations in different threads. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
What we had been doing was what OCC now already is, and then people kind of showed up and changed it, and we said we don't like it, and we basically told get the fuck out. So we did. We made our own thread, which is fine. But, you know, we just said, hey, level 20 isn't supposed to be let's be friends. There was even a couple forum mods who came in and said, don't do that. But people said, fuck it anyway. Let's just do what we want. Which would seem to be a problem. But I guess not.
I don't know, I just feel I'm trying to fight the ocean, really,
Yeah,
when it comes to stuff like that.
it's not really the sort of thing you can kind of control.
I'm not saying-
This is the guy who made the worst of it was the one who would say pray for Mike. Or with Cam's pray for Mike comments. He's like, I want to talk like a chat, but the people in the forum say I can't. We're like, well, yeah, no shit, it's not a fucking chat, it's a forum. He didn't understand that difference. And then he started going off, he's like, mic drop, but he spelled it M-I-K-E. So Cam was, pray for Mike. Oh god, that was great.
Wow, that was fantastic.
Fucking classic.
I completely forgot about that. I was so proud of that.
God, that was a good day.
Oh, I just remember something we should mention, that we got mentioned by a Mr. Bernie Burns.
Yes.
We
It's on
did.
there,
Yeah.
look at that video.
So, he now knows of our existence. It's probably just another thing in his life that, like, oh, look what else I've made. As
I
he
really
sits
hope
on his
they
throne.
mention that we're like a really huge deal on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're super important, guys. Really.
I'm gonna be
Well, we're important
star.
enough to the point where I've been on some threads, and it kind of, I'm not gonna lie, LBF kind of has a negative connotation from a few
Mhm.
people.
Yep.
They're like, oh god, you're one of those LBFers. Like,
Was that how dare you?
We're not that
I
bad.
can see what they're saying, though. I mean, the older forums are way different from LBF. It's not even a comparison. LBF is
Right.
basically a chat that's on a forum. It is.
I think that you can't face something.
Yes,
like
yes,
that.
we can.
Well, you
Like, if I post, like, on LBF, when we tried to have political conversations, everyone's like, oh my god, kill it with fire, get the fuck out. Which actually happens.
I'm gonna try
That
doing
doesn't,
that
that shouldn't happen on an
we should
actual
obviously do
forum.
that after we've done this.
But it does on LBF, which is fine. LBF is awesome for what it is.
Well, it seems
But-
if you want to have like a political conversation sort of thing, you'd like make a
Political
thread
thread.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah, but when a topic or something doesn't have a set topic, like it was me and Eric talking about something, and we were told to basically not talk, but yet
That's a
chat.
That's a little harsh. But
How dare you
talk, but not about that.
Yeah, exactly.
We will decide what
You can talk about anything you like, but not that. Not that. No, not
No,
that.
not just that. It's more of how they said we couldn't talk,
Mhm.
which I'm fine with. I'm fine with the chat if that's what the forum is. At the time, it was not. LBF was not quite what it is today. This would have been like back in before even we hit the 100,000 mark. You know, we
People
would
like-
have actual like lengthier conversations about things.
I
I remember
feel
one
now-
specific one. Me and Eric got into one about movies and religion, I think, and
I don't know.
then we somehow got talking into politics with Fly. I don't know if that's how he wants to be referred on the internet, but it's what I'm
Well,
going to call him.
it's too late now.
It's the first three letters of his name, so yeah, we're going to use it. But, you know, and then it's like, oh, we don't want like lengthier conversations, which is fine. We don't do it there, but also at the same time, when you're on a topic thread that like we actually like to have deeper conversations, and you try to ruin that with chat, posting gifs all the fucking time, and we tell you to stop, you shouldn't be able to bitch if in those type of forums we can't talk like how we're talking on a deeper thread. There is a divide there, and you kind of have
Too
to
drunk
respect
for
that.
this.
Well, the other one you drank a quarter of a bottle of vodka.
Yeah, like in LBF, I'm not gonna have like a 15-post essay about, religion. And then on like the Oxford Comic Cafe, I'm not gonna have a wall of supernatural gifts.
Okay,
You know?
that's a fair point.
That's fairly reasonable. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable.
And there is like it should be okay to point out that hey, this thread is not that thread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when we did it on the level 23, we were told to just shut up and get over ourselves because it's stupid to fight it. And we're like, no, it's not stupid to fight it. But
It's a belief in something, and it's a belief that we believe in, and
well,
we
it's
will
just respecting
defend
something
it.
for what it is instead of trying to force a change that nobody wants.
So I'm doing this because I want emotion that I'm hitting my hand, but I also don't want to make the sound of hitting my hand. But yes, that is true.
All right, that
Yeah.
kind of got on a weird tangent.
Yeah,
so
we
let's get
went-
back to
we went-
topics. Andy, go.
Oh no!
Okay.
I want to bring something
Damn
up.
it, damn
I
it,
enjoy. Listen, I want to
Andy,
bring
go. Andy, just
Okay,
the
so
LBF. The
Nope.
the LBF Skype now is now available to everyone because we figured out a way to host a Skype of having more than 24 people in. So if
Yeah,
anyone
we have
wants to
Skype wizardry now.
join, you can join in, and we won't have to separate people into separate groups. Everyone can just be in one singular Skype group, and you can all join in, and it's fun. I just wanted to say that. Yeah, I just wanted to say that in case people didn't understand how the Skype thing works now. In case they
Yeah.
wanted to join in, but thought, I don't want to be put in a separate group though.
yeah.
If you wanna join
you
in,
can join
you
in
can.
on the LBF music nights.
Oh yeah, disco nights.
I felt so bad.
Raise.
I felt so bad for shout out to Mitch last night because he joined and I don't think he realised it was a music one. So I think he wanted to say hi to everyone, but instead we were all just kind of sitting there listening to
With
music.
DJ Cam.
with DJ
I do have
Cam
a
in the
request for the
background.
next one, even if I can't be in it.
What?
What is
Just fire
love?
it on.
What?
Hey, that,
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that nearly always makes an appearance.
yeah, that's
there's like
normally
a
in there.
set few songs
That
that always
or-
make an appearance.
That I'll find an obscure one for you.
Yeah.
I'll find some.
Yeah,
But back
just
to
send,
Andy's
send it
topic.
over
Okay,
to me and
so
I'll...
back
Andy,
to my
topic,
question.
go.
Okay, so my question would be back to stupid things. It's like, what is like the kind of invention you think should be invented but isn't yet? So like, I'll give an example so it makes more sense. It's like, I think this, if you've ever seen the film version of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and they've got that little lightsaber thing that cuts bread and toast at the
That's
same
amazing.
time, it's like, no one notices that in the film, but that is the best invention that is not a thing yet. That needs to be something.
That should absolutely be.
So
But we
if-
probably could invent something like that.
Yeah,
not, to
that-
be,
exactly.
not to be a downer Dan, but I wouldn't really invent that and give it to the general public. Otherwise,
Well,
people are
that's
going to be
'cause
running
you're
around with
terrible
laser things.
person. But it's only for cutting bread, Luke. It's fine.
And it has no violent purposes whatsoever. Give it to
No.
your kids. Tell their
Well,
kids
don't make
to
it as a
lick
knife. Don't make it as a knife. What you do is you make it as like a self-contained appliance where you put your you stick your loaf of bread in there or whatever, and
It's
then
a toaster.
it's like
an
it's like an
electric
inverted
guillotine for a
toaster.
toast, for like a-
Exactly, Andy. You know where I'm going.
Yeah, I
with
know
this.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
and
it's
you
like
stick
one
your
of those
loaf
paper
in there, and
slices
you
go,
pull down. You turn it on so it gets hot, and you pull down your lever, and it slices the bread.
Could it
and eats
also
as
make the
goes.
lightsaber noise though?
Oh yeah, of course. That'd have to be. You could have different sounds programmed in. You could do a lightsaber.
awesome.
You could do like the hidden blade sound from like Assassin's Creed. I fucking love that sound. It's like shh, and it just shoots out. Or you can do the Wolverine, like the skint out of the when his claws come out.
Mm.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be pretty awesome. But yeah, anyway. And
Okay,
anyone else?
anybody else? I don't really have anything
I can't
for
think.
that. I can't. This is something I wish I'd have heard about ahead of time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no one asked, so
I will say this: so there's a product out there that I want. It's just it's not something you see in a lot of homes.
that's-
You can get a full size couch, but the middle seat folds down and has cup holders.
Oh, that's cool.
oh, that's pretty cool.
That's really
And then
useful.
the
That is-
two
that is
sides of
useful
the
as
two
hell.
sides of the couch recline.
I've got a reclining couch, but it doesn't
I know,
have cup
but, like,
holders, so
I wish I had a
It's a
couch
pale
that had
shadow.
the middle that folded down because I don't have enough end tables in my house or the apartment, so I don't have a place to set my drinks when I'm sitting,
Mm.
except
Yeah.
for the floor, which I'm always worried about them falling over. If I just had the middle of the couch come down, I'd solve all
yeah.
my problems.
If you put anything on a cup holder or anything, it will become immediately more useful.
Exactly.
That is true.
Cup holder on a person.
Yeah.
Attach it to the hip.
Yeah.
Well, so it's like
Vodka.
a... What? A vodka?
No, I was gonna answer Andy's question, but I was gonna wait for you to finish with the cup holder thing.
You're just gonna shout vodka?
Carry on, Cam. You were about to say something about cup holders.
I was.
Yeah. Oh, you were about to say your invention.
I think it's. I know everyone's going to say it's a stupid idea, but I think, like, if your bed, you could set an alarm on your bed itself, and when the alarm went off, it went on a slant, so you couldn't stay in bed any longer. You were forced to get up. I think that would be brilliant, because I
Like,
have
well,
that issue every morning.
You'd have a lot of people falling out of bed and breaking their faces.
Yeah, that would also be
Like-
an issue.
No, you have to
like-
build a safety net comes out, so when you fall forward, it catches you.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it,
so
could,
it's
it
still
couldn't
got
be
that
too comfortable,
sensation.
because then you just go
Like
to sleep in
Wallace
the
and
safety
Gromit.
net.
Like
Yeah,
Wallace
like
and
yeah,
Gromit
like
is
Wallace
the
and
way
Gromit.
around
Gromit.
it.
like Wallace. Would you want like the full breakfast machine and like everything
I mean,
dressed and stuff?
That would be amazing, but no, I'd just
Yes.
be happy for a bed that just sort of kicks me out of bed at the set time.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe
otherwise,
have to kick you
I
out,
just
maybe-
snooze my alarm
If
constantly.
it can do you a bit
Maybe-
of toast as well, that'd be
maybe-
a
maybe-
bonus.
Maybe a bed that doesn't kick you up, but shakes. Like, just
And you see,
shakes.
that wouldn't wake me up enough. I
What if
need
you-
to be literally flung out of my bed. If it could catapult me against the wall, perfect. That'd wake me up instantly.
I want vodka that doesn't taste like vodka.
Well, I mean, that is a serious drawback of vodka.
What
It does taste
vodka
like
are you
vodka.
drinking, Luke?
I think
Okay,
it tastes
your
like,
fa-
based
what
on
is
that face, it seems like it tastes like vodka.
Are you drinking Smirnoff? So it shouldn't taste too bad.
I mean, it still tastes like vodka, which is a bad thing.
I mean, you're drinking it straight out of the bottle. At least put it over some ice or something.
If you might as well drink from a pail.
Nah, he's
bag.
hardcore Welsh. He don't need no ice.
I have no idea what
He'd drink it straight out of the distiller if he could.
Vodka's like, what, 20%?
37.5.
Okay, I was a little bit off.
Yeah, you would.
Wait, is that proof or percent?
Yeah, don't make.
I don't know.
Read when he's
Because
drunk.
proof is double the percentage.
Well, it
That's
says is 37.5%.
Okay, so it is the percentage.
Mm-hmm.
So
Look, just
37.5
Just drink
would be
more,
what?
Luke. It'll be fine. Just don't think about it.
It's 15 and... That's 75 proof?
I don't
Maybe?
know how to
I don't
do-
fucking know.
I can't do
Cam, what's
numbers.
your topic? Because we're getting pretty close to an hour already.
My topic
Of just
is-
absolute inane bullshit.
Yeah, that should be our
What?
title.
What is the... It doesn't have to be anything specific.
It can be a topic, it can be a weird thing, it can be a story, we don't care.
No, yeah, it's... What have you got most excited for or most, like, hyped for?
Hi.
And why? Like, it doesn't have to be like a game or a TV. It can be literally anything. And for
Okay.
me, it was probably... I want to say it was going to Chicago the second time I went.
Whoa. Why would... Oh, wait. Sorry.
Because
when you said that
first-
question...
What?
Sorry, I thought when you said that question, I immediately came up with my own ending of that ended in disappointment rather than actual feeling of hype.
No.
Sorry.
Like,
So when you said that, I was like, no.
no. So
Yeah.
it was the second time I went to Chicago. That was probably the most excited I've been recently that I can remember.
By the way, next time you're in Chicago, if you do end up going there,
Mm-hmm.
now that I have a job, I can have money again.
I'm going in December.
I don't know if I want to drive 6 hours in the winter,
That is a good thing.
but I do live fairly close to Chicago.
Mhm.
To the point where it's worth it. So, yeah. That might
yeah.
happen.
I should be back in December.
Awesome. It'd be kind of weird driving. I have, not to get too weird, I have an ostomy bag
Uh-huh.
right now, which is basically a bag of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're just going to get weird with it.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's a bag of shit that hangs off my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And driving with it's kind of weird because it sits like right where the seatbelt goes. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Last few weeks I've been wearing this like belt that goes with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much easier. I don't know why I didn't do it after the surgery. I was dumb. Now I can like move around. I don't have to worry about it. It's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it shouldn't be an issue anymore. Looking forward to doing more stuff.
Luke, what are you doing? Just a quick question.
I think
am
he's-
invisible.
Either,
Yeah, I was gonna
'cause
say, he's
there's
going
a-
for the invisible
There's a hand
I mean,
and a forearm
head
that would
holding
beg
up
to
the
differ with you.
microphone.
Technically, you're invisible to everyone anyway.
Though we can see your hand. So, get on that shit. What you should have done is had a fishing wire hanging from your ceiling, and then hung the headset on that.
Oh wait, you went off to the side? I thought you were like down. I thought you were below. Anyway,
No,
someone, what
Most
were you most
hyped
excited?
thing.
Yeah, like most excited. It can be literally anything.
Okay, I've got one. So I think the most hyped I've been saying was when I think it was a couple of years ago. One of my friends' family bought a pub, and he was going to live in the rooms above it. So he'd said we're going to have a massive like breaking in party, and it was around New Year. So we're going to have New Year's in the apartment above the pub. For an aunt of that as a housewarming sort of thing, and he just pretty much invited everyone we knew. That was probably the most hyped I've been for something, because it was just, I think it was like the first time I'd been to a proper party at someone's actual house, not like their parents' house where we had to worry about stuff. But,
So did you just go crazy?
I
Did the
can't-
TV
I-
go out of the window?
I can't remember a thing.
Oh, that's always a good sign.
So I assume it was really good. I was told that it was really good afterwards. So, but yeah, that was probably the best party I've been in. I say probably, but
Mine's a lot nerdier.
alright.
I was
Alright,
hoping someone would.
so there's
I thought
two
you said-
things.
I thought you said, sorry, Robert, but I thought you said dirtier there for a
No,
second.
it starts with nerdier, with an N and a D. There's a couple different ones. They're all really close. One was May 1st, 2012. It was my birthday. The Avengers came out.
Yes.
And when I saw the trailer for after Captain America, the first Avenger, like my mind kind of like froze.
Did you
Like,
have a
holy
nerdgasm?
shit, this is happening. then that came out and I saw it like 8 times in theaters. And I almost went a few other times, but I ended up not going. But the other two it's kind of a tie between. Got to meet Michael Rosenbaum at the Superman Festival in Metropolis, Illinois. Which, dude, if you could get to Chicago, if you could get to Illinois that month, holy shit, that'd be awesome. Because you're super cam, and you could go to the Superman
I
Festival.
could wear my Superman onesie.
Yeah, totally, and you'd fit right in.
I have a ton of Superman stuff.
Oh yeah, and it's a Metropolis, Illinois, every June. Awesome time. I met him there, Michael Rosenbaum and Alessandro Giuliani there one year. He's Felix Gaeta on Battlestar Galactica. And then this past spring, I got to meet Nathan Fillion, and I was like, oh my god,
And that's every nerd's
fucking
dream,
Nathan
right?
Fillion, hell
Every
yeah,
nerd's dream.
it was awesome. And I got the picture, and I'm probably gonna put it up on top of this video right now. Yes. I wonder if I should put Cam's video of him in the onesie when he falls over. I still have that video.
I got in so much trouble for that video. Because it was like 3 a.m. when that happened. I did not intend to fall off my chair.
It
At
was
all.
fucking great.
My mum thought I
You know what?
collapsed.
Screw it. I'm gonna put it over. I wonder if I should bring back that LBF dance video.
It was a good intro. I like that.
That was great. We should make another one.
Yeah, we should make another one.
Well, it's been 1 year. Yeah, that should be our 1 year anniversary right there. We should do
Yeah.
that this week.
Dance party.
Next LBF music thing that we do. We'll all pick a song. We'll all dance to that song and record ourselves doing it, and then send them in.
Wait,
And then that'll be
Cam, did you mute your mic or your Skype? Okay, I was just going to say then, his PC goes nuts, so it sounds like it's taken off. And he just muted himself because of that.
It sounds
I
like
thought-
this.
I
Can
thought
you hear
did.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, did you
alright.
mute yourself on Audacity?
No, he muted his mic, so there would be no sound coming in through.
Oh, for this. Yeah, for the Skype audio.
no,
So
I
it'll
mean,
pick up
'cause
on his audio track.
No, but I mean, if he mutes his mic, then
Oh, that. Okay, and I thought you meant on Skype. I'm stupid.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking. If he just muted his Skype and then in the background,
Yeah, I was like, wait,
he
that
would be
won't fix
silent
half the
about.
problem. Anyway, you can silence all that out in Audacity anyway. It's not a big deal. So yeah, we're trying something different with this podcast. We're recording the Skype call for the backup, and then each individually getting back to doing the Audacity tracks. Because everybody here doesn't have a really bad, shitty PC. Cough, cough, Matt. And
Oh,
so
Oh, wait
Like-
and see.
shout out to Anne, you dumb broad.
whoa, man. That's even worse than what I said. But yeah,
I
this way
get-
our
I
PCs can
become
handle
sexist when I drink.
actually processing audio, so they don't lose seconds every minute or two. So the tracks don't get all fucked up. So we're gonna try both ways, and hopefully the quality is better than just using the straight Skype. Because sometimes the Skype recorder can get mixed up on who's talking. It doesn't really do a very good job balancing the audio levels. But it works when we have people who can't use their PCs to use Audacity. So, but Lucas, you never said what you were most hyped for.
Why?
I want to say it's going to be a bottle of vodka, but I don't know.
Well, quite no, really. I think it was Cardiff, but then drinking in Cardiff, really. To tie that together, it was like to going to see everyone in LBF in Cardiff, but then also to drink with everyone in Cardiff. And then I went to go sat by myself for a bit when we were drinking, and it was really weird. I needed some. I need some. Cam's laughing at me now because he knows what happened. I want to let him tell a story, but I'll set up the first part. When I drink, sometimes I get a bit like, alright, I need to sit down for myself, readjust my head because I've been drinking too fast. So I sat down then, away from the group, and Wandy came over and he spoke to me for a bit. And then Wandy went back. And then Cam really wants to tell the story, and I'm really trying to pad it out. So I was sitting there.
I'm good.
He said, oh, okay, there we go.
Do you want me to carry on from here?
Yeah, you tell the story, because...
I'll do it from my perspective. Well, that's the only perspective I know. But we were all...
Unless you're an omnipotent god.
Sometimes, but not that night. But the alcohol dampens that ability. But anyway, everyone else was stood around this table because for some reason, like the seats were then really high ones, and they weren't comfortable. So we were all just stood around this table drinking, and suddenly someone says, "Oh, where's Luke?" And Wandy had just been over to talk to him, and Wandy said, "Oh, he's sat over there on his own." And we looked over, and this girl was suddenly sat on Luke. And like none of us knew who this girl was. We were like. So we all thought, oh, good on Luke, he's pulled. You know, he's been talking to a girl and, you know, they're getting on quite well. Turns out, no. She just decided to go and sit on Luke for some reason and started bouncing up and down on his stomach. And the best part was, her friend was stood there either taking pictures or recording the whole thing. And the look on Luke's face was just, I want to be at home right now. Why am I here? Why is this happening to me?
Alright,
Can I please leave now?
Let me tell us my
God.
perspective now. Okay, so Wandy goes away, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm just trying to get my head back together, and I'm looking out the window and looking, just like, oh my god, kill me. And then all of a sudden, oof, somebody sits on me, and I'm like, what's going on? And then all I see is a big red butt in my face, just, like her ass covered by the dress. Up and down, and she wasn't sitting on my lap, she was sitting on my stomach, so she goes...
How the fuck were you sitting? Were you like at a 45-degree angle?
I was slouching. I was like...
It did not look good.
I was when I was sat by myself, I was just slouching, just like, because it was one of those really comfy curved back chairs. Like, oh yeah, that's the stuff. And then she started giving me a hug then, but like her hair comes to the front of her face. So all I got was just hair in my face, in my mouth, just... And then she left, and then, she left. I took a photo. And
He was assaulted by the ginger strangler.
Somewhere
I remember,
out there's a Facebook photo with me in it. And
I remember looking over and seeing this girl, like, sat on you. And then I looked at Brendan. I was like, do you know this girl? Like, is she a friend of yours? And he was just like, I don't have a clue who that is, and I don't know why Luke is letting her do that. She's just bouncing up and down on your stomach. It was so funny. No, it was just
That's
utter
when you just like shove her off and be like, get out.
No. I waited to see where it would go.
I think there's a picture of that, actually.
The only way it's gonna go is them just leaving.
I think there's actually a picture of that.
Where? What?
I have a
If
feeling...
there is, I want it for this video.
I have a feeling someone took... Because as soon as we saw that, someone got their phone out and started taking a picture. I don't know who it was.
Yeah. Get it to me.
I'll see if I can find it. It may have been me. Let me check my phone.
Awesome.
Wait a minute.
Wait, hang on. Is that what you were excited to do, to get a girl sat on your stomach?
No, it was to get to Cardiff.
Oh,
and meet
yes, of
everybody.
course, yeah.
So that's... Alright, while Cam's
Doing
doing
that.
that, I'll do the quick rundown of our stuff, since we're pretty much at an hour. So yeah, this has been podcast number 17.
We're nearly
We
old
are
enough to
on
drink
Rooster
UK
Teeth.
standard.
First off, you can go to our group, that link will be below. You can check out the MP3, probably on Mediafire, maybe SoundCloud. I'm still working on how I'm going to keep doing the MP3s. The last track actually had 23 people listening to it online, so I'm probably going to keep doing it. And the Mediafire offers more data. And so that wherever I put the MP3 will be linked below, so you can download it if you want for driving. Obviously, we're on YouTube every other week when we record. Like Lucas said, if you want to get in on the Skype groups that we've mentioned, we recently rejiggered how we're going to do those, since we now figured out how we can command Skype to do as we will. You know? So
Wait,
we can get as
wait.
many people in the Skype group as we want.
Wait. Credit where credit's due. It was Kamal.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
I didn't know who did it.
No. And I'm just saying it was Kamal because Kamal was going to add somebody into a group, and then he realized, why am I doing this? And then he figured out the command to start a Skype call in a group filled with more than 24 people, which is
and it's
/
awesome.
go live. Yeah. And then Kamal became our new hero. And
Skype
we
wizard.
praised him.
Solved a lot of problems. Because I had heard from people like, oh man, you're in that original group. So we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. Just made shit up as we went.
I think we also didn't think it was like that many people were actually
No,
gonna
we had
want to
no
join.
fucking clue
Yeah.
that this thread would now be at 190,000 posts.
It really
And-
kicked off.
That's a lot of
Oh
posts.
god, it exploded. And I don't post there anymore, but
I go there. Like, this,
Oh, that's sometimes.
I still watch it just to see what's happening. But I don't post there. I just help run the group and the YouTube stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We got a sweet Let's Play. Hopefully we're going to film this week. Looking
Yeah.
forward to that one. Because that's actually, like, original. I've never seen anybody do that one.
Is that the
I
one?
know.
I don't want to give
Manhunt.
anything away, but
called
people
Manhunt,
will
though.
die.
I'll
Friendships will be
scream.
broken. And
And-
comedy will be made.
Yes.
Oh, I love doing that.
Making comedy or making people scream.
Both.
And shattering friendships. I do that. Like, it's my weekend hobby.
Oh yeah, it can be a bit of a friendship shattering on the weekend.
You know? Because then people are too drunk to remember it happened. They just hit a reset button called vodka.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
I put my
We're gonna get
vodka
halfway
away.
through that bottle before we're over.
Well, anything else you guys want to add?
Nope.
Not particularly.
I have
Did I
a feeling
miss
there was
anything?
something.
I've made it my recent life goal to stop waking up and crying in the middle of the night. So
Good lord.
Oh
Is-
yeah, and
is-
if you're
is-
listening to
is
this
that why
and
vodka?
you are a content creator, like you have a YouTube channel, or you do artwork, or you do anything that's cool on the internet, and that we can link it to, Lucas/Andy/ maybe a few other people run the content update on our group, which is
Whoa.
roosterteeth.com/group/.
Okay. Luke,
No.
Luke does the content update.
I
You
do
did
that.
one of them,
I do special updates.
which is
Luke
why
does
I
content
said your
updates.
name first,
I-
Lucas. Don't even.
I am in
I said your name
charge of
first.
this thing. This is what I was worried about. People taking
Why I
this away
gave you
from
the
me.
primary slot in the names. I said
Speak
Lucas
to me,
first.
people. I'll have Andy do it, but speak to me first.
Okay, here's what you
Yeah.
do.
Luke's in charge, but
In
I'll
below,
do the work.
there's the link to the group, which I really wish we could rename, because I don't like that it says the group in the group's name. But, whatever. We've already got enough people on the group, there's no sense making a new one. So,
Okay.
click that link, so you'll find all the admins, and Lucas is one of them. Click his name, message him with content update for whatever week you want to do it, and then tell him a little bit about your video, project, artwork, whatever, and give him the link to it so you can put it in the group's link dump. We do one every weekend, I believe.
Every Monday.
Every
Well,
Monday, more or less. It varies,
Just
work
about.
schedules. We're a very internationally diverse group, so times are different. So
If I'm drunk, then I'll see
That
it.
too.
and
So
I'll
I'm
be
a
like,
I mean,
particularly
he's a drunk
big
Welshman,
thing. I could do a
so-
special update depending on what it
I'll
is.
slap no. You do the things I tell you to do.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that doesn't really have
and
an
you have
particular
no free
time.
will.
I gave you the Bernie update. You owe me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
name the
And
time
yeah,
and
look
place.
for
Luke.
that.
Name the
Look for
time
the
and place.
the 1 year LBF thing. That is something that'll probably be my first post on the thread in a long time. I'm going to ask people to do
Well,
that video. We'll pick a song as a group, because there are people who aren't in the Skype groups that are on the thread a lot. Might as well include them, because I know a few of them do watch our content.
Shout out to Jester, my boy.
Yeah. And then, so we'll pick out a song, and everybody dance to it, and send in your videos. Probably to me or Cam. We'll be editing it. Probably me, since I have the better software for multiple layers.
UK and American relationship.
But Cam could do it too. We'll figure all that out later.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Something for the
That's
podcast.
what I said, coming together to make a video.
I have sweet new glasses for it this time as well.
Awesome. And I hope you should get a Batman onesie, and then come from the ceiling. Yes, wear those. That'll be awesome.
The ones that blinded me
Yeah,
on
that's the
podcast.
ones that blinded the last
Okay.
time.
I think it's been an hour.
It's sure.
See you in 2 weeks, bitches.
Bye.
Bye, have a wonderful time.